Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? Podcast about everything and nothing all at the same time. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that fun stuff. Which one of you want to do the
Fun
thing?
stuff. Fun stuff. Huh?
Which one of you want
He's
to do it?
closer. To the
Oh,
button.
The button is everywhere. All
and
right.
we're back now. A second, first time, whatever order we're in here. If this outfit looks familiar.
I'm wearing the same outfit, in case you were wondering,
I
Alex.
definitely got dirty again.
I'm sorry if I smell like butterbeer and magic.
Butterbeer and magic, because you're just fresh from the wizarding world.
Yeah, I'm trying to hustle houses next to Harry Potter.
And this
Hustle
is why you
houses
should be
by
the
Harry Potter.
realtor and
Harry-
not quite the buyer.
The
I'm
Harry
sorry.
Potter house hustler. That's
Harry
almost
Potter
a tongue
house
twister.
hustler.
Harry Potter slap.
Jack Black, can you throw a little bit of something there for us? Harry Potter
That's what
house
my friend
hustler. Orlando, Florida.
Well, okay, so yeah, my thinking on this is, people love Harry Potter, and people love theme parks. It's like an escape, right? Like, hey, I go to a theme park. to escape from- What?
Go ahead. Sorry.
You go to a theme park to escape, right? I'm just like, people are gonna buy houses next to theme parks. I'm gonna bite this thing off.
Don't do that.
So you see that line? Oh, that line.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
on his own way to
Are
way
we
to break the magic.
We're the
Yeah,
white.
you
he's
broke
the black
my
one,
you
right.
broke my magic.
Or the-
I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Orlando, you're
you
talking
touched my
about
speaker.
magic?
Oh,
Oh,
I
I mean
wasn't.
Harry
Oh, I
Potter
wasn't.
world.
I said I was gonna. I'm trying to sell some houses like Harry Potter.
Harry Potter house.
Comment below if you need a house.
This is kind
Yeah,
of a
comment
tongue
below.
twister.
And then I'll put you in touch with Mike for
Get
a
an
fee.
inspection.
Yeah, get an inspection.
Yeah,
Do,
get an
do
He
what
told
your
me
do
multiple
exactly
times
what your
and-
realtor says.
I reluctantly went across that yet.
Alex spent
Who
20
did you
minutes.
listen to?
Not you. Not you.
Well, that's an acceptable.
Not
Alex
you.
spent 20 minutes of our last podcast.
However-
Talking about his house.
Yeah, in a good way or a bad way.
House.
It really depends on your perception.
Yeah.
But,
Are you interested
It
in
wasn't.
knowing how to
It
do
wasn't
repairs?
positive. He wasn't positively reviewing it,
Yeah,
but
as long as he goes gentle on his realtor, that's all.
Realtor
Well,
was 100%.
he told me off camera too
I mean-
that you told him to get an inspection, and I'm like,
But-
oh, okay, that's on you.
Like no, yeah. There's nothing on the realtor on it at all. Like he was psyched. He nailed pretty much everything except for the buyer's remorse of not getting that inspection. However, another friend mentions words that, like, even though it's been time, that there could be some like buying remorse redemption. Like, I mean, pay me for the black mold that you knew was here because the realtor was the owner and the realtor walked away as we were doing our walkthrough.
This is
Left the
really-
fiance with no
So is this
information.
your play? He's gonna put me on his podcast
This
and
is
then
not
ask me
you.
legal questions.
I'm not excited about this either. I didn't know he was going to be using my
Hey,
platform.
Get an inspection. I'm gonna say this to all my past clients, my future clients, my
Now-
present clients.
now
Get an
the
especially
inspection.
the ones that want to live.
The-
next to
Don't listen
Hogwarts.
to don't listen to your parents.
The mold
Get an inspection.
would have been noticed in the kitchen.
Alex, is this really the platform to be discussing these things?
Well, I thought I'd be asking a good question. We asked it last round. I thought I'd ask the realtor if
Oh.
he knows anything. I'm not putting you on.
I'm a realtor.
right.
I'm not a
Right.
contractor.
So like,
That's why you get an inspection.
Listen, right. Aside from the inspection, there wouldn't be anything I could be like, listen, lady, you knew all this and walked away without telling us, and then disclosed and sold the house with black mold ridden. But then again, obviously,
All right, so my brother is an attorney. Let me let you know how like litigation and housing and stuff like this works.
he wouldn't want to take the time for me.
Oh no, he absolutely
No.
him or like basically everybody else, because you're going to expect them to get paid upon winning your verdict, correct? You're not going to pay them up front, because if you do, they're going to just
Well-
pay you hourly and be like, "Well, we need to go over this. We need to go over that."
I would like to have a base amount, and then you know what? I might be able to. Like, we could talk about that because, like, I want your motivation to be like, you know, you're.
Base amount
even-
for what?
It could.
You
it could be
refused an
held-
inspection and then signed I refused an inspection.
Well,
Or your attorney's going to look at you like, you're going to pay hourly for
right,
this.
but it's all
I am not going to pay you upon
That's
settlement
all.
because we're not settling.
So you
In
paid
fact,
cash in the signing waiver here.
but listen, as
no
much as
one-
you're having buyer remorse, and I know that I popped your real estate.
Well, listen
cherry.
though, that's one thing though. But like, no one would have found that termite damage because they stacked it up. I'm just.
Get an inspection.
Kids. I'm sorry, I wasn't.
You
listening.
could
The dog
also
was trying to crawl
hashtag.
over.
There might be some people for Florida that want to comment that are legally. I mean, I doubt it.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
hey,
if-
if we get there.
You know the law. Comment below.
Hey, my buddy is looking to pay some
just
legal
curious.
fees. He's going to leave his link down in the bottom.
Like, it is what it is. I
Really?
still love the property, but there's more I want to do. But I'm pressed on time to be able to do it all, but still have to do a lot of to be able to make it livable.
He was like, "Come on to this podcast so I could
No,
besmirch
no,
you."
no.
This was all news.
We're
to me.
good. My brain is my house for the past month, but like then it became worse because the whole moving out of the rental into the Airbnb. That's also my mom's got that other
Yeah.
And
which
then
is a great.
his mom.
Mike can vouch to those floors we had talked about. Those floors you did walk through the house.
I don't know anything.
No, I'm.
That's exactly what.
Listen,
I've
if someone
continued to
says,
say.
"Here's a book, I want you to read it," and they say, "I want to tell you, I want to hear what happened at the end," when they're handing that book to you, say, "Here's a book," I don't know. I don't know.
What?
I don't even know what you just
Exactly. Like you just cut off. Like someone goes to hand you a book per se, and like before even taking the book to know anything
I didn't say
of
I
my
don't know.
sentence.
I've
Book
just-
is my
I've
sentence,
said that I didn't know.
which is why it was directed to Mike about the Farkas house being the realtor. I wasn't talking to you,
Oh, I'm sorry.
and I was telling Mike that.
Am I
Ben-
bothering you on my own damn podcast?
Yeah, I think.
It kind of seems that way.
I think you're being.
My face is still there. It's been gone because of I've been distracted with the house. But I was saying with Farkas,
Mhm.
I was telling him before on the last episode about the flooring. Might have been when we were off camera. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Now seeing my house, but Farkas would be quicker. So that's the process we might go because then I can be like, "Stay here, Mom," and it'll be Alex's corner over there, and I'll get to rehab the whole thing.
Yeah, you guys got three properties between you. You can go somewhere.
Newest GoPro, 408. Think you can get me a GoFunding?
Go fund you.
A GoFund?
I don't think anybody will fund you.
Yeah. How about
Alex's
how about
corner.
our one viewer? Go ahead and start a GoFundMe account for Alex
Or
for
like
his GoPro.
do it socially elsewhere.
I was about to make a joke, but actually, I do believe you're hitting some real numbers.
You know what I'm saying? Could actually do
Yeah,
something.
one of
Until you get Alex on the show asking about legal questions.
yeah until it turned into an interrogation over here.
Well, every episode's different. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
I've been gone for a long time, so my house is just on my brain. Like, you want to know about replacing. We talked about everything pretty much internally on the house. Good news, Ian's lending me a jack. Bit adulting.
Yeah.
But other than that, I did have
Let's
a
borrow
real
tools.
topic. But that Harry Potter.
Do you want to hear about my
Hunter.
Harry Potter?
Harry Potter house
Now that
hunter.
you were so rude.
No, you had
in the
talked
beginning
about it.
because I didn't speak into the microphone.
We could go back on camera and see where we had left off on that. I thought it was a completed sentence. But
So
I apologize.
I was at.
You go ahead.
Remember my whole thing is like what drives people to Florida is like beaches and theme parks, and then so like I film videos next to beaches and theme parks, but like there's a lot of people. I mean, if you go to Universal Studios, it's like the most popular thing. If you go anywhere in the park, it's slammed, and then like it's almost more popular than Disney, like because they're building like a new theme park that's even bigger. So I'm just like, hey, Harry Potter resonates with people. So how far could you buy a house from Hogsmeade or Hogsworth? So like I went to Hogsworth. They're like, hey, you're in Hogsworth. How far? Could you live in Hogwarts? No, they'll kick you out after like 11 o'clock. I'm I mean, I tried. I actually did. And that's on camera too. But they gently shuttle you out. But there is housing around there. And then I went and looked at housing that was around 195,000, which was like a condo. 1,240 square feet. And then I went all the way up to that house was like on Lake Cane, and it was like 1,000,005, 336 or 3,360 square feet. And just showing people what the options are if you're like trying to move next to a theme park or like next to the beaches, like what type of. And then housing is really not affordable anymore. So
You're also not just quite a realtor. You have some little other um, trades that you do as well, right? You architect.
I'm a professional man child.
I
I
mean,
don't.
Professional
I still got a
I am.
drawing from this
Absolutely.
guy from my 16th birthday before we went paintballing. Uh, uh, it was a vicious request that I had asked for, Halloween and whatnot.
Oh, is that the vicious leprechaun?
Slaughtering, the clown slaughtering.
Oh yeah.
And
Sick, twisted
but
individual.
known you and your brother longer than I've known Ian.
You hear that, Ian?
Yeah.
Don't feel special.
I don't.
I know.
And I'm not jealous either.
I know he's.
But
I'm just trying to make sure my dogs
so
stop eating.
I love how
things
Ian.
over there.
It just doesn't even phase him.
I've watched just about as much of Harry Potter as I have of Star Wars, and that's like what I've caught on TV glimpses here and there,
Yeah.
which
You know
is also
what?
bad.
You know why it doesn't phase me?
Why?
Because there's a parallel universe, and also in this universe where this could actually not exist.
Or there's no Shire and pipe smoking trees gallivanting through.
Alex doesn't
Day.
exist.
I mean,
Lord of the Rings.
there's also theories where none of us exist.
No,
Yeah.
that never came about before technology.
That's World War III.
Like,
that never came
is-
about before a screen phone.
This is just like a simulation,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
No,
And Alex is clearly malfunctioning.
it just
That
happened
makes-
after 2001 because, obviously everybody before Google is not.
I think a couple people we know have gone the way of the robot.
So actually,
Malfunctions.
talking about the way of a robot, which this man was like, the AI is nothing. It's gonna be done. He's using it now.
I didn't say it was going to be done.
We can go back
Rewatch,
and watch-
please.
we will.
Rewatch the episode.
Well,
It's
robots
nothing.
get viruses.
It's a
just
fa-
like
it's a
No,
fa-
perhaps
it's a
it's just some type
phase.
of like virus.
It's a phase.
I just
Or
said
phase.
I just said like it's not as I'm not as excited as he was about
Well, not
AI
excited.
or
I
as
mean-
enthused about it in the first place.
Informative.
And I also like explained to him like how like when smartphones came out,
Yeah.
smartphone. Oh my God, smartphones! But now it's like whatever. That's kind of what I was comparing it to. I'm like AI is going to be like whatever eventually. Just be like same with smartphones. Like it changed your entire life, but you don't think twice about it nowadays.
Well, that's like 3-dimensionally. I think it's gonna take over. I think it's high. I think that if
A
it
lot
could
of people
write
do. There's
dissertations or
a lot of
like-
people think that there's multiple movies that.
What? I'm not even thinking about movies. Like, just think about perpetual intelligence. You and me are gonna die. It won't.
right.
It will continue to grow. It will continue to advance. It'll formulate,
But
things that we don't even.
but
think
in the
about.
future, there could or should be a way to merge your consciousness with that.
That's probably what this is probably the future. And you're right. We're probably in a simulation.
I mean, yeah. There's no theory. There's. No
I think
proof
you
that we're
insulted
not.
AI in your last life, and then like they kicked you down.
That's why Alex is my friend.
That's why I'm your friend, man. Look at that.
I mean,
he
bless
screwed
me.
up
What-
in the
what was
last
that?
life. He got knocked down a peg.
Yeah.
What was that question to the answer?
Would
The
we screw,
robot malfunction.
would we screw up in our previous AI simulation life to have you as our friend now?
That's right.
Yeah.
We know someone specifically that screwed up so bad in this life that they're gonna come back as like, like a slave
You know
Right.
something of haunting.
of hauntings.
Yeah. The building in the
You mean my building?
Hyde Park down by Bayshore.
Oh, that's my my
Old
architectural
office building.
Yeah,
I don't know of the haunting.
It's got some old basements.
yeah. I mean, well, that's cool. Yeah, it's got. Yeah,
The last
I've got a.
time Mike told me about a house with a basement, there was also a swamp ape involved.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. Did you see that episode, Alex?
He didn't.
I know he
I
didn't.
heard about it though.
Oh, okay.
I know about it. I saw the videos.
I mean,
We have gained other people taking my repetitive. No, we've gained subscribers.
Yeah, we have.
So I should just leave.
It just proves the fact that I'm just a train wreck, you know.
I
Or
don't.
they just didn't. They wanted to see Alex leave either. Or.
I don't know if it like proves anything really because I wasn't out to prove anything.
Really.
So
I'm out to prove there's this one.
you do you.
You know.
You should have been here about the unluckiest bear, but I think I told you about it. You told me about swamp ape.
Unlucky bear.
Y'all
Is
know
that like
the
a escape Care Bear.
The unluckiest bear.
Yeah. Albino grizzly bear. I got mistaken for a polar bear. And then was
Who
returned
identifies as a grizzly bear, by the way.
back and forth. So
Is this like a metaphor, or is this like
Okay.
cocaine bear?
All right,
Like
we'll go-
escape bear
we'll go ahead.
eats drug cartels cocaine and then goes crazy.
Yo, I saw there was it was clearly wasn't like a spinoff, but somebody else had okay. Somebody else had an idea. I saw like a little independent movie on available to stream. It was Cocaine Jaguar.
Yeah,
I didn't like watch
that's
it.
that's the sequel to Cocaine Bear.
No, it wasn't affiliated, but
Just for titles alone, you know. And then I saw it, of course.
right.
It was awesome, absolutely.
You know, I don't know if we talked about this, but like me and my kids watched Sharknado, the first
Yeah,
one.
that's
It's
great.
so awful. And then
It's so bad, it's good.
right, but my son was like, "Oh man, I wonder how many they were, or how many Sharknados there were." I looked up; there was 9.
Yeah,
9 different Sharknados.
once you watch one, what's the difference?
you
got
can't even
time.
get them to make a sequel of a good movie, and they're like, "Let's find the worst movie possible and then make 9 of them."
The
Right.
Meg.
With millions of views and everything, and here I am with my subpar podcast.
Did you guys see how they're pushing the new
We're going.
Aliens movie?
The new what movie?
The new Aliens
Yeah, they
movie?
get-
It looks.
I-
I saw the
God.
trailer when I saw the new Deadpool movie, and it looks pretty cool.
I haven't seen the trailer. This is how good
I
the
haven't.
marketing department is for that movie. They've been like staging people with the face huggers on their face,
Yeah.
like right outside of the movie, like
Toss
on the
them out
ground with
for
like
free.
with like popcorn falling. And I'm like,
Why
it's
don't you have
genius
it?
because it's like going viral, you know?
Isn't it
Right.
Universal?
Like,
I think so,
Right. Because they used to have an alien ride.
but
no, that's that was on Disney.
Universal-
That was
No,
a great
the
movie.
no,
trailer's out. Look
no.
it up. The trailer looks not right now.
No,
Obviously.
I think it's like
No,
Warner Brothers.
That was Universal.
No, it wasn't. The great movie ride was
Aliens ride.
no, there
Great
was no,
movie
there was
ride.
no, yeah,
You
the
know
great
what?
movie.
I don't
Jack?
recall an Aliens ride.
It was the great movie ride. There was a section on it. Aliens. It was now it's Mickey's Runaway. Trust me, I know way too much about things.
Yeah, he's like, if I needed to know something about theme parks,
Extraterrestrial alien encounter.
What are you looking?
Oh
at?
yeah, Stitch's Great Escape. It's what it was replaced by after Mission to Mars.
oh,
No,
Opening
Yeah.
date was June 20th,
no, that's Magic
1990.
Kingdom.
So that's in
We're
Disney.
talking Hollywood Studios, which was formerly.
That is
MGM.
Magic Kingdom. Dang. I mean, I was
Look,
young.
look up Hollywood Studios,
I know they took away the jaws
Alien.
and all that.
and then you'll see it was replaced by Mickey's Runaway.
Okay. So
Because everybody wants to know this because this is super important.
I mean, but
never
if
know.
It's just a simulation anyway.
We
Humor
can
me.
tag it,
Right.
and then whoever wants to know it will know it.
Hey.
I already know that.
hey, we got 30 minutes of time to fill, so talk about whatever. Not whatever.
Disney Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy section. I send you and Scott photos of that gauntlet
Oh yeah, I totally looked.
and that Star-Lord mask.
Yeah,
I didn't know it. I didn't know it fit until afterwards. Otherwise, I'd be back here.
I
with
remember the
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord mask. I vaguely remember the
It
gauntlet.
fits. It all fits.
Again, Jack has my phone, so
Yeah, Disney's got some cool stuff.
I-
They own it. They own it.
my wife is very anti-Disney.
Really?
World.
What about Star Wars?
She's anti-Disney World.
Yeah.
But I want to go because I want my own lightsaber.
You know, you don't have to go there.
Yeah,
to
sure.
get
They
the
got that
lightsaber.
area too.
Right, but like I want to.
You could go there to get like a lightsaber at Disney prices.
No, like I want to go and like build
Oh, you want to do the bill?
So-
yeah, like the whole experience.
Like with the crystals and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
How could you never tell me that the parks are like scheduled?
What do you mean scheduled?
Oh, you don't know? Okay, yeah, because you said after COVID, Disney's like, pay us money, but you can't come. And you're like, no, cancel.
Oh no, yeah, we
So-
we definitely had annual passes for Disney, and then COVID hit. Well, I've been to
Well,
Disney with the kids
so
like
look-
300 times, and then
You pay the extra money for that front lane. I mean, speed pass to get past. You know, all
no.
the people.
So when I had Disney passes, you would get every single day. You would get 3 fast passes, and then once you used them, you could get 3 more. So essentially, we never waited in line with our annual passes. Then COVID hit, and then they basically like closed down for like a long, prolonged period of time. Fired a bunch of their employees, and then when they reopened the gates,
company stuff.
they had this whole new system, and there was this built
Company
up
stuff.
pent up demand for everybody to go to theme parks because they've been trapped for 2 years not being able to go anywhere. And then Universal was way better with it, so we and they still want to.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't let us go to Disney for like a whole year, and then they're like, but we still want you to pay the pass. Like originally for the first 3 months, they're like, you don't need, because we were on a flex pay. They're like, you don't need to pay the flex pay. But then after 3 months, it's like, okay, well, you guys got to pay the flex pay, but they wouldn't let you in the park. And then they started firing employees. And then they reopened the gates, changed the pass program, and I was like, heck with that. We're going to. I was like, you guys are becoming Harry Potter fans. Woo!
Let me tell you this.
We traded in our lightsabers for a
magic wand.
magic wand.
I mean,
You don't get a crystal, you put a feather in this one. You know.
Yeah, that's not the same.
Yeah, a stick is so much like less enthusiastic
mean-
than a lightsaber. In fact, I found a stick today because I didn't want to purchase.
whittle it.
I didn't wanna,
Whittle it.
I didn't want to purchase the
buy a
wand.
Lord of the Rings, whittle it.
And then I stood next to kids on the magic wand spot, and then like filmed, with my stick that I found, in the bushes next to the former Jaws ride.
You can go around casting death spells on kids.
I did, and then I went, and then I was looking at houses, and then I was like, "LaGuardian, lower your prices."
See, now you just
that
know
work?
you have to take your wand
No.
and cape there next time, and be like, yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay,
Keep
so
doing it.
all right, it's even worse. So I was gonna buy a cape, and it was getting even worse. I was looking for Harry Potter glasses.
That the word was there, so that means
Oh no,
that's changed.
I was fully almost committed to this, and then I was looking at it, and I'm like, I've got a pair of Harry Potter glasses. I was like a fake wand too, not one of the expensive ones. There was one of those like off-brand stores right outside of Universal, and then I had a marker because I was gonna draw in the Harry Potter, and I'm like, this is what you've become. And then I regret, and then I left it there. And then when I got there, I've seen, all these adults that came there fully dressed up. And I'm just like, I care what people think. No, man. I regretted not doing it. 'Cause I'm like,
Understandably.
these people literally don't care what anybody think. They come
That-
there and they're just like,
living their best life.
So
they're living, you know what? They're out there casting spells,
So
drinking
that's
butterbeer.
how I felt when I was younger, like maybe 12 or so in Tennessee, and I had gotten a whip.
A whip?
A whip.
Yeah, other technology than that was a Game Boy or Tamagotchi. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
a whip.
A whip.
Which that was fun. Which, I
Who-
was kind of tree
who got-
trimming
who got
to
the
aim
whip?
on that.
Who got the whip?
Who got the whip?
Like Indiana Jones
The
whip?
tree got the what?
Wait, you whipped the tree?
Yeah, just like a whip. Like,
You hit your brother?
Indiana Jones handles a whip.
His brother would have killed him.
I tried to work like that, but yeah.
He would have buried him in the yard and then not gotten property taxes.
But there's you guys know about whipping the towel.
Yeah.
Oh
Right.
yeah, oh yeah.
I was a child once.
That's why I can break skin.
I
Like
still whip the
it
towel,
would
by the way.
Okay.
damage.
I just get in trouble a lot now.
But they're a
By
lot
your
of
wife?
fun. You ever seen like different whips and people I've seen welded up like chains and such that go large to small,
Yeah.
and like
Alex is the type of person to get like fascinated by whipping a towel and then try to turn it to a sport. Then he's like hitting cans
Alex's
off
corner.
the side of a wall, like ding,
Hey.
ding, ding.
You know what? Dreams can come true because
Uh,
breakdancing was put in the Olympics this year.
That clothespin,
That's-
that clothes.
Ping pong wasn't an Olympic sport originally, but here we are now.
If break dancing can make it in the Olympics, you can too.
Towel whipping. Yeah.
I'll whip.
No,
There
not.
you go.
Oh my god. I mean,
Have you seen the one-handed air rifle shooting?
It
what are
would be
you
the
talking
whippet.
about? Like, is
That's my
tag not in
favorite.
the Olympics yet?
What?
'Cause tag, maybe lava. Is lava in the Olympics now?
That's a great
Doing
idea.
lava?
See, he's got very good
Yo,
ideas.
great
We're just
ideas.
taking away like actual physical attributes. I told him I saw a intro to the 1992 Olympics, and it was this archer, and he using his skill with a flaming arrow to light the torch such a distance.
Now you got Snoop Dogg blowing O's.
For how much?
I like Snoop Dogg.
How much?
I like Snoop Dogg
Like
too.
$500,000 a day to be there. We're gonna pay you $500,000 a day
Hey, who?
to go have the time. And boy, I tell you, I worked at a hotel, and man,
I mean,
great for valet.
Snoop Dogg is America's
We talked about it.
mascot.
Snoop Lion. He
Hey,
travels around.
I love how like some of the countries where they do these things, and I think even France, like you cannot smoke, but like they customized a like metal pin for him of him blowing like O's that were all
Yeah,
the shapes of the colors of the Olympics.
it's. I mean,
It just shows if you're famous, you can do whatever you want.
yeah, but like he's famous like for that. Like that's one of the reasons he's famous.
I mean, yeah, but like I said,
It's like Willie Nelson.
You know what
Like,
I'm saying?
that's another reason he's famous.
yeah.
So
More
But
people-
Willie Nelson didn't have like his bouncer kill somebody.
Well,
That's what I said. Like it just matters how good your songs are.
it's
Like if your songs aren't good, like don't expect to be like getting a pin with you blowing O's at the Olympics. But like, if you've got like I'm chilling at the holiday, you know what I'm talking about. You'll get it.
I'll get it in editing.
Yeah, you're gonna take that out in editing.
No. Like when I'm editing, I'll get it.
By the way, I really appreciate your editing.
Okay.
He got me in a titty tassel photo. He's probably gonna do it again. I'll never put my arms like that
For the shorts?
because-
It's all the
Yeah, for the
it's all
short-
the AI.
That's what I said. I said when I said I hate you,
It was for
it's
the
because
shorts.
it's because I pulled up the shorts and I said, "Who is that?" That's me.
Yeah.
I said,
I
hate-
can't control.
Ian.
I can't control the thumbnails for the shorts.
Is that what the robot one?
No, that's just how it is.
I think that's what
that's
the
why, like,
algorithm decides what the thumbnail will be.
maybe, but that's
Because I try
why
to figure after you
That's
told me, like I
that's
try to
because
figure it
we
out,
passed
and it's
the
like
job off to somebody that cannot answer unless you ask them. Remember that script I sent you? I was throwing GPT questions like, "Give me a script." It put itself in the show. Like, I don't know how it was going to talk.
It made itself
but
a character.
It had a line.
And you don't think AI is taking over?
Oh, it is.
I mean, listen. The weak ones have gone on.
I heard the
All right, we
creator.
already know
the
this.
creator.
You
the
know,
weak one,
specifically who we talk.
creator.
But like, so we've all used AI.
Sure.
But
Now
but do you get the result you want the first time?
you gotta know how to talk to it.
No.
Exactly. You like,
And then
AI isn't as good as it could be without a proper prompt.
like I'm talking about
Right,
like a
but we're talking-
two-page
You're
essay.
talking like 3 years of
No.
evolution of
Oh.
like the programming. That's about it.
Oh,
That's all you're gonna like.
in
Okay,
one.
I create architectural animations, but I know I'm gonna be like replaced. As much as I want to think I'm better than the machine, like right now I could take a 2-dimensional image, right?
Right.
And then like show, but it can't like round corners. It could show you like a moving 2-dimensional image, but like if you were to say, okay, show me what potentially the other side of that building will look like, it can't do it. And
Yeah.
everybody's like, see, it can't do it, but like,
Yet.
yeah, like a year and a half.
Right. If like looking at like the images AI made a year ago compared to images they can make now.
People are already telling me, they're like, you bet you used AI for that. And I'm like, no.
Yeah. But I also I found that the free AIs and the paid for AIs definitely worth paying for AIs.
Yeah.
Oh, you ruined it.
That's what happens when you don't pay for it.
Yeah, he ruined it.
Y'all doing good. Y'all doing well, Ya-Nam-Sayin.
I mean, I know we're doing good.
The robot has definitely malfunctioned.
The robot,
Sorry for any interference.
It's
there.
we're gonna go ahead and turn him off
to
and
get
turn
this-
him back on.
I had to get nice and stiff.
I don't really want.
No
That
longer-
sounded better in my head than out loud. But
that's when you.
we're gonna go ahead and troubleshoot some of Alex's problems.
You want
because
some
it is
water?
that time.
You want some
And
water?
If you haven't, you should like, subscribe, share, comment, all that.
I don't
fun
trust
stuff.
your water.
It's good.
You got anything else?
I was
Bye.
tired.